Hey everybody, this is Michael May of Realty One Group MVP. It is yes again another Friday night, and I'm sitting here completing my e-newsletter to be sent out to you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Happy Easter. Boy, I feel really silly because last week I got my days screwed up and I actually thought somehow that last weekend was Easter and it's actually this weekend. You can tell I don't go to church as much as I should, okay? Sorry about that. But I wanted to say happy Easter to everyone. I wish you a great weekend coming up. Me and my family are going to get together. We're going to make lasagna, which we were going to make last week, but the kids just couldn't get it all together. It's kind of the way things go. It's good. Thank you very much for looking at my e-newsletter this week. So, what have I been working on? The season is ending as of probably next week. We've had a good season here. I had a couple of sales myself. I'm pleased. I wish I could have had more, but I'm pleased with what I did have. And we ended up with about a little over 5 months of inventory, a lot better than having 9 months of inventory at the beginning of January. So we've made quite a few inroads. And right now, I think we're sitting at about 5.74, as you'll see on my e-newsletter when you look at it. I'm also including a line graph in here to kind of show how everything converged, where we started off with 11.67 months in January 23rd, and we steadily went down. And we went down to 5.67. Now we're at about 5.74 versus last week. But you'll see it on the line graph, and you'll see how as inventory was decreasing and sales were going up and days on market went down. So it was all good stuff for us. What else was I going to look at? Hey, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, which is important, is that Florida insurance is decreasing in cost for homeowners as well as for auto. Apparently, there's a lot more competition here for insurance brokers. So the premiums are flattening or declining in parts of the market. In 2023, there was a high amount of lawsuits going on, and the government capped that. They also capped how much attorneys can make off of every deal. Also, there were 18 more insurers that were added to the market to increase that competition. And Citizens Insurance has shed, because they brought in 18 more new insurance brokers, Citizens Insurance has been shedding a lot of that responsibility. So I'm pleased to see that we can anticipate up to, like, I think an 8% reduction in insurance policies for homes, and that's good news for us. Unfortunately, with the world events right now, it's going to have an impact on sales, especially for first-time home buyers, and I feel bad for that. But there are alternative loan products out there that'll get the job done for people, such as a 3-1, 5-1, 7-1 product or a 10-1 product, which converts to an ARM. And if after 3 years, when it modifies to a ARM, a 1-year ARM, interest rates will be much lower, and you can refinance out of it and not have to deal with the 1-year ARM, and you'll have no prepayment penalty, depending on the product that you choose. But that's a workaround in order to get around the high interest rates. I am really encouraged by the activity I'm seeing on multifamily homes, fourplexes in particular, and that there's a lot of sales going on. And my job for anyone is to analyze the documents that the realtor says on the MLS that support what they're saying, and I do the analysis with my background, and I can determine what the cap rates are, and that leads directly to value. And that's where I step in to try to help to get the price in line with your expectations on the rate of return for making the investment. Don't buy a duplex. Don't buy a triplex. If you can, buy a fourplex. If you lose any one of your people with a duplex, you lose 50%. On a threeplex, you lose 33%. But on a quadplex, you would only lose 25% until you get another renter. So much more to say, but not enough time. I just wanted to thank you all. Hope you all have a nice Easter, and I hope you have a nice weekend. This is Michael May. Please keep me in mind for when you're ready to buy. I'm here to help you. I combine real estate and finance background, and I can guide you as best as I can. Better than probably a lot of people in the real estate world because I've worked in the finance long for many years. Look forward to talking to you. Have a good weekend now. Bye bye.